Hi, everybody. Welcome to my live. Thank you for tuning in. How's everybody this evening? It's a little bit cloudy today. We've had some really crazy weather, and we're supposed to get more storms this week. We don't usually get storms here, so it's been a little bit unusual. Kind of crazy, but it's pretty decent out right now, so that's good. All right, so I've got a lot to show you tonight. I'm super excited about everything that I have to show you. For those of you joining for the first time, my name is Laura Roderick. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in San Antonio, Texas. I go live just about every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. And what I usually do, my format is usually I take a bundle and I'll make 4 projects and share them with everyone. But this week, I'm kind of going a little bit different. I took a different route this week. So we're kind of in that in-between period where the old catalog's retiring. The new catalog starts next Tuesday on May 2nd that you can order from. So stuff's retiring, stuff's on clearance. So it's kind of hard to keep up with what you can still get. And I don't like to show things that you can't still get. So I'm moving on to the new catalog. So we're going to show some new catalog things tonight. So I'm really excited about that. We're still going to make 4 cards tonight, but they're just going to be a little bit different than our usual format. But it's still going to be fun, and I hope you like the cards we make. Hi, Renee. All right, so every week I also do a share contest. And what it is if you share my video either on Facebook or YouTube and put share in the comments, then I enter you into a contest. And then I do a random drawing with my cute little spin app on my phone. It's kind of like almost like a Wheel of Fortune. I put everybody's names in and it spins automatically for me, so it's nice and fair. And then I choose a winner, and then I'll mail that prize out to you. So thank you to everybody who shared. I really appreciate it. It really helps me out when people share my videos. So what we are giving away this week that I announced last week is a set of these adhesive backed solid gems. And these are brand new, right? And they're pretty awesome. They're from the new catalog. And the winner from this week was Jolene Kent. So Jolene, congratulations. I hope you like these. Please message me or email me because I'm going to need your address to put these in the mail for you, and I'll get those out right away. This week's share contest, I'm going to be giving away 2 different things. I have some of this really pretty frayed ribbon. It's like a white, thick frayed ribbon. So I have a spool of that. And I also want to give away some of the 21 to 23 in color opal rounds. Now, these, hi, Monica. These are retiring with the catalog, but they're beautiful. They're absolutely gorgeous. So I'm giving those 2 things away. If you share, I'll enter you in the contest. All right, well, let's not spend any more time chit-chatting. Let's get crafting, right? So let me turn my camera down and I'll show you what I've got for you this week. All right. All right, I think that looks good. I don't see myself coming up on Facebook yet. Yep, there I am. Okay, that'll work. Let me just make it big so I can see everybody's comments now on that. Okay, so I'm starting out this week by showing you a card class kit that I'm designed, and I'm offering it to you. And this is out of the new catalog, products out of the new catalog. And these are the products for the cards. We're using this beautiful designer series paper, and this is brand new in the catalog, and it's called Bright and Beautiful Designer Series Paper. And it's got a bunch of really fun patterns. It's got stars, circles, confetti, triangles, stripes, different beautiful colors. So really fun, pretty colors, kind of bold colors. Some of my favorite colors. I've enjoyed using some of the new colors from the new catalog. So we've got this. We're also using the beautiful balloons stamp set. So this is brand new. And it also has a set of dies that you can get, and these are beautiful balloons dies. One thing that I really like about these, aside from the balloons, there's a couple of really cool dies in here that I've used. First of all, stars. I like having stars. I use stars on different things, so it's nice to have a couple of really nice stars to die cut for other projects. You can also cut some confetti out. There's some little stars and pieces of confetti, so you can cut your own confetti. And then this die is really cool because this will cut out some fringe for you. If you just line it up on the edge of your cardstock and die cut it, so one edge is hanging over, you get fringe, and I think that's really fun. So this is a fun set. It's got the different balloons, so a tag, So I think this is a really good set, and that's kind of what I'm kicking off my new catalog with. So let me tell you about this class. Let me first show you the projects that I've made for this class. Okay, so you'll be getting 4 cards and then 2 treat boxes. So we have a congratulations card. There is, I think it's time for a celebration. And this is a fun card because another one of the things they're offering right now is this really beautiful acetate sheets. It's a different kind of, it's like a specialty designer series paper. So I think that's a really fun card. Let me show you a couple of sheets of this. This is fun. It has 3 different patterns. So you have, this is the one that I used, and each side is gold on one side and silver on the other. So that's super fun. And then there's some circles, and then we've got some stars and confetti. So that's really fun to work with. Okay, so here is another card that I created, a happy birthday card. And I think this is a good set because everybody has birthdays, and I think everybody uses a lot of birthday cards, right? Hi, Lois. Hi, Nicole. Okay, so here you can see I used the fringe cut out on this card, so that's fun, right? And then I also have this card that I made. Let's get our celebration on. All right, so in the kit, if you order the kit, you're going to get those 4 cards, and then I have 2 treat boxes. I have this happy birthday box that we're going to make, and inside I've got a Kit Kat birthday cake, flavored Kit Kat. So I think that's pretty fun. I think that'd be a nice little gift to give to somebody. And I will send this in your kit. Hopefully the Texas weather isn't too hot yet, so hopefully it won't melt in the mail, but I will send you one with the kit. And then also this cute little treat holder, and this holds a birthday, it's a cake batter chapstick. So I thought that was really fun too. So I think it's a fun little kit. And we're going to do this kit on May 23rd. So this is another one of my Craft-A-Long kits. You can order it in advance, and then we'll make it together on May 23rd. So what's it going to include is pre-cut cardstock to make all 6 projects. Plus, you'll be getting Stampin' Up! Projects valued at over $25. So you're going to get a half a pack of that Bright and Beautiful DSP, a package of tinsel gems. Now, I did not put gems on my projects yet because I don't have them. They weren't available for pre-order for demos, but trust me, they're beautiful, and you'll get a full package of these tinsel gems, and they come in the colors that we're using in these projects. And a ribbon duo combo pack. And we used that ribbon duo combo pack last week. I don't know where my lemon lime twist is, but here's the pink, the petal pink. That's one of the ribbons in the combo pack. So you get 2 spools of ribbon in the combo pack. Okay. So the cost is $34. It's $8 for the shipping. So it's a total price of $42. You have to order by May 6th. I know no one can order out of the new catalog till May 2nd. But you can order your kit early. Just order the kit from me, and then I'll ship the kits by March 15th. So on the 7th, I'm going to place my order with Stampin' Up, get all the stuff in, and I'll cut and ship the kits by the 15th. And then, like I said, the tutorial will be the 23rd. What you need for this set is the beautiful balloon stamp and die bundle, blueberry bushel stamp pad, Versamark and white embossing powder, and then scissors and adhesives. Okay. If you want to add on any other items, let me know, and I can add them on, and I'll pay for the shipping and tax. Okay. So that's that kit. All right. Now I've got another thing coming up. I'm starting another card class right this, and now we have the new in colors. And if you like to play with the new in colors, you're planning to get the new colors, I think you would like this kit. And these are the cards that I made with the in colors. Okay. These are very muted colors this time for the in colors. And so these are the cards. I used the Sending Smiles stamp set and dies to make these. So this is kind of fun too. So we're going to make this card tonight, and these are all the same cards, just in all the different in colors, right? So we're going to get started on that in just a second and make the card. But I want to tell you what comes in this card class kit. Okay. So this card class is only $30 plus $5 for shipping. So that's $35 total. And what you're going to get is the pre-cut cardstock to make all 5 of these cards. Plus, you're going to get Stampin' Up! Products valued at over $20. So you're going to receive a pack of the 2023 to 2025 in colors DSP. So that's this DSP right now in all the in colors. And this year, you know, they change up the design every year on the DSP, right? So this year we've got this with the hearts on one side, and then the polka dots with these thick stripes on the other. Okay, so you will get a package of this in your kit. And you also will get a package of the in color dots. And these are really, really pretty dots. So you get both of these things plus all the pre-cut cards. Now, you'll need the Sending Smile stamp set and the dies, right? You'll need in color stamp pads, a Mossy Meadow stamp pad, scissors, and adhesives. Now, if you want to add these on, I again will pay for the shipping and the tax. So that means you could order the in color stamp pads through me. Just tell me in the email you want them. I'll add them onto your kit and I'll pay for the shipping and tax on those. So that's a good way to get kind of a little bit of a discount, right? If you wanted to add a package of the new In Colors cardstock, you can do that too. And that comes with, I believe, 4 sheets of cardstock of each of the In Colors. Okay, so some options if you're thinking about ordering the In Color stuff next week on Tuesday. All right, so let's get to making some cards, right? So here's the Sending Smiles stamp set. This was in last year's catalog. It's carrying over into this year's catalog. Truly, I got it last year. I hadn't really used it. I think I made 1 card with it and I haven't touched it. So it has some really good sentiments you can pair with the Sending. You can read all the different ones, lots of them. So you can make different kinds of cards with it. Most of the dies I have out for die cutting. Okay, so I'll show you those in a little bit. The other thing I used for the card is my old favorite, the Scalloped Contours dies, and we're just going to use this one right here for the card. All right, so let's get out our pieces. All right, hi Pam, hi Carol. All right. Okay, this is going to be for stamping. I'm starting with a card base, and this is Moody Mauve, which is one of the colors, and it's standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored to 4 1/4. I have a piece of that Designer Series paper, the In Colors that I was telling you about. This is 5 1/4 by 4, so that's going to be our first layer. And let me get out some seal, and we'll attach that. I'm excited about all the new products. I'm in the process of kind of turning everything over. So this past weekend, I set up all my stamp pads, got rid of the old ones, put all the new ones in. I've done all my ribbons, but I still have a lot more to organize. So I'm doing it a little bit at a time. Okay, also in the Moody Mauve, I cut out that scalloped rectangle, like I told you. So that's going to be a layer here. And then I cut this piece, and let me see what the measurements are for these. I should have it memorized since I use this so much, right? So it's 3 7/8 by 2 5/8, just a rectangle that's going to go on the inside right here. Okay, it's kind of our background. And I think I can go ahead and put that down right now too, save us a step later. All right, have you guys seen the new catalog? There's so many fun things. I can't wait to place an order next Tuesday. And, you know, we're allowed to order a limited amount of things pre-order as demonstrators, but there's so many things in the catalog that I want to get. So I have quite the wish list. I can't wait to start shopping. Okay, let us do some stamping. Okay, so I'm going to take the Moody Mauve stamp pad. And I'm going to stamp one of the bigger flowers from the Sending Smiles. Let me put that right about here. I'm going to do, let's see, another flower, which is this one right here. It's kind of the medium-sized flower. Let me put that one right here. Okay, and that's it for the Moody Mauve. I'm going to do the inside of the flower in Petal Pink. So there's just a little inside piece with the stamp, and I'm just going to stamp it right in here. It was hard to try and figure out what color do I want to coordinate with this mauve, and I think the Petal Pink looks okay. I didn't see a stamp for that one, so I'm just going to take a little bit of Petal Pink and just kind of color in a little bit of the middle, right, like that with a blend. Okay, next I'm going to use the Mossy Meadow, and that's the color because this is kind of a muted green that I chose to go with the muted colors. And then I'm going to take this little leafy branch and stamp that one like this. And then a smaller one. Okay, and I'm going to stamp that one like that. And then what do I have left to stamp? Birthday wishes. So let me get that. And I'm going to do this way, right like this. Okay, I think that's all the stamping we have to do. Okay. All right, then we're going to take some dies, and this one comes in the set, and we're just going to die cut the birthday wishes. And this flower, you can see how nicely these dies line up, and there's a die for all these different pieces, and then send it through the die cutting machine. Okay, so we've got this one and then this one as well. All right, easy breezy, send it through the die cutting machine. Okay, and I've already die cut them out. The other thing we're going to do is use these two dies. So these layer nicely for the sending part. So I cut out this one in the Moody Mauve and then this one in Basic White. Okay, so we have all our pieces here. I've already die cut them. So we have the sending. This is going to go on top, which I think is really, really pretty. We've got our flowers. We've got our stems. Okay, and we have the birthday wishes. Now, I also have in here the little eye. When you're die cutting this one, be very careful because the little dot for the eye is separate and you don't want to lose it because you're going to need it to put it on there. All right, so I am going to start by, I'm going to get out. I need to use this more, my little silicone mat. All right, I'm going to start with this and use my glue pen to put some glue on the sending. And then this will just rub off my mat later, nice and easy to clean up. You could also dab some of your Tombow glue on with a little sponge or a little makeup sponge or something like that if you wanted to. Lots of different ways to do this. All right, put that aside and we'll get this lined up right on side. This is a little bit tricky. I feel like I like to start in the middle for this and use my tool. So I'm going to start with the D right here. Kind of put that in the middle. And then kind of use this to kind of place it where I want it to go. Then check my N. All right, I'm just going to press this down for a second. Make sure that sticks and then work on the other side. They're a little bit flexible, so you can move it around a little bit here to make sure you get it where you want it. And got a little bit of glue on my fingers, which is not helping. This right about here, and I just want this over just another touch like that. And I think that looks pretty good. Okay, now the dot. Let me just take a little tiny dot of the Tombow. You know, Lois is asking if the pen is less messy. It usually is, but it's not looking like it tonight. I feel like it's less messy, and I like the way it goes on really fast. I like to do everything quickly. All right, so I've got my little dot, and this is very tiny. I want it to go right side. All right, that's it. We'll let that dry for a second. And then we can start putting the rest on. I just will use my Tombow to put this down right like this. And I'm just gonna dot it. Just put little dots of glue. And I could have done the same thing with the sending part. All right, I'm gonna center this kind of in the middle, but up a little bit. Hold on. Right, I think right about here. And I wanted to cut the stems off because I don't want them to hang out under the sending. So I'm going to cut just about this much off of the stem and a little bit more off the stem right here. Okay, so they're a little bit shorter now. And I'm going to dot the glue here too. And then I'm just going to kind of cross this one over a little bit like this. Okay, now I'm going to take my flowers and pop the flowers up with some dimensionals. Get out my dimensionals. Now, when I made these cards this weekend, I didn't really notice until later that this is kind of a stem part over here too that I kind of just left blank, right? So there's you could do two of these medium ones, or there's another one that also, put this on like that. So this is the third one that I did. So I think on this card, I'm going to add this one and add a third flower and see if we like that. All right, like that. Okay, so now this one has three flowers. I think I like that a little bit better. We're going to pop up the sending as well, and I'm going to use one regular dimensional, and then I'm going to use the rest are just going to be mini dimensionals. So let me pull those out. I think those work nicely, just the perfect size. Whoops. Not the easiest thing to do with my nails. Okay. I think that's good. And I'm going to put this on a diagonal, and it would appear I have now glued it to my thing. There we go. And I'm just going to put it at a diagonal, just kind of covering up those stems like that. And it looks good popped up. I'm just going to take a little bit of seal and run it along the back of here. Okay. And let me just put this right about here. Maybe a little bit under more. Like that. All right, now I'm just going to pop this whole thing up onto the card base. I like the mauve. I like these colors. They're a lot different than last year. We went from super bright to super muted, right? And I didn't like the in colors last year at first either. They were too bright for me. I wasn't crazy about them. Didn't use them all that much. And then when I did the Taco Fiesta class, they were perfect for that. So I like fell in love with those in colors once I did that class. I was like, oh, I love these colors. So I think these colors for me might take a little bit getting used to, because they're just so different than what we had before, right? Okay, now these dots are super fun in all the colors. And so I'm just going to use one of each, a medium, a large, and a small. So let's see, I'll just make this a little bit lower since I added that third flower. And we'll put one, I guess, up here still. Okay, so that's it. That's the card. I think it's kind of cool, a fun way to play with the in colors. I was anxious to start getting out the new stuff and see what the colors really looked like when you used them. And I think they're pretty fun. So I hope you like these cards. This one I'm going to add, I thought I added a little bit of pink, but maybe not. Let me just add a little bit of pink on that one. Okay, so that's our first card for tonight. Okay, let me put some things away before they get lost. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you guys was the card kits. So this is a card kit that you can get. It's $21, and I think it's a real bargain, okay? It comes like a paper pumpkin, so it comes in a box like this. Everything that you need comes in the kit except for maybe scissors, okay? So you get your instructions that tells you how to make the cards, which is great. You get all the pieces to make the cards. You get a block, so right out of the gate, you have a block to stamp with. The pad is Night of Navy for this kit. You get some of this really pretty Calypso coral twine. All the pieces to make the cards, and this makes 8 cards total, so 4 of 2 different designs. It comes with 2 sheets of these foam adhesive strips, and these are skinnier and shorter than the ones that they sell in the other package. So these are really super fun. I like those. It comes with a stamp set, and I have a lot of the stamps on blocks already just to make things a little bit faster tonight. So these are pretty. And then these envelopes are gorgeous. I just love this foil. It's so pretty. I don't know if you can see on camera how beautiful this foil is, but it's just really lovely. Okay, so we're going to make a couple of the cards, and then I'm going to show you an alternative card, okay? So these are pretty easy to make. Let me put some of these things aside. I'm going to use my own Night of Navy rather than opening my new little one. So let me get my Night of Navy out here. All right. And so I've got one of these card bases, and then here's another one of the other card bases. So I'm just going to kind of get out one of everything I need. One of those. So these are nice. They're already punched. You don't have to die cut anything. Everything's ready for you to go in these kits, and you can make some really pretty cards. Okay, I think that's all we need. I think we need 2 of these right here. Okay, and these assemble pretty easily, pretty fast. So let me put that aside. Okay, so for the first card that we're going to make with this card base right here. We're going to use this little cardstock thing that they have, and we're going to stamp on this. And the way they have you stamping on this is stamping the outline in the Night of Navy. So that's really fun. So you have this big flower, and you're lining it up, and it's not going to line up perfectly, and that's kind of the beauty of it and the art of it, right, is that it's not going to be perfectly lined up. As a matter of fact, I don't even have it right. Let's do it this way. And I think it's a good idea. I like it. It looks pretty cool. Hold on. I'm having trouble orienting the way this one goes. I think it's like, nope, hold on. I think like this. All right. Okay, so you do the flowers. It's got the leaves. So you have this little one. So again, just going over. Doesn't have to be exactly on. It just adds to the beauty of it if it's not exact. So just doing the 3 different leaf outlines. Okay, and then the other one, it's got just these little tiny flowers to outline. This one's a little bit trickier even. Make sure I'm not getting any navy ink on anything. Okay, one more. And then we've got this piece ready to go. Whoa, that was not good. All right, well, I can probably take some of that off with my mono adhesive, but in reality, I'd probably just start over and do a new one because that was not cool. All right, well, I'm going to put it on just to show you the rest. And look, I've got ink on my fingers. Hold on, time for baby wipe. I'm not going to start over right now because I don't want to waste everybody's time. But, well, maybe I will. I think I will. Not to be a perfectionist, but I can't even finish making that card looking like that. So let me just do this again really quickly. And try not to mess it up this time. I don't know how I get so much ink on my fingers all the time. I mean, these blocks are pretty thick, right? You would think I wouldn't get ink all over the place. Okay. Going back again with this one. Try not to drop anything this time. Probably doesn't help if I'm like maneuvering that over the card, right? To get it lined up. All right, last one. I think this is the one I dropped before. So you can see these move pretty quickly, so you can make these pretty fast. And $21 to get all that in the kit, I think is really a bargain. Okay. Now, as you can see, I missed just a tiny bit right there. One thing you can do to fix that, if you would like, if it bothers you, is take your Stampin' Write marker and just kind of fill it in. Again, you don't have to because, again, it just adds to the card, but I'm just going to add a couple dots just to kind of fix it up like that. Good enough. All right, so that's going to go on here. Let's take this sentiment and put it on here. This one says Forever Friends. Made quite the mess here. All right, these are nice stamps, all photopolymer. Am I high enough on the screen? I hope. Okay, so we're going to use some of those strips then on the back of here to pop it up. So we'll just use 3 of them going across. Can you see my fingers already? That's crazy. I'm all blue. Very, very messy between the ink and the glue. I'm a mess. So there's lots of different kits that Stampin' Up! Offers. So far, this is like my favorite this year, I think. I really like it. The Kaleidoscope, I don't know if you've seen that one. That one's pretty cool too. I like that one. All right. Okay, so now what they recommended for this one is, so we take another strip and you just do it in half, right, to put your sentiment on. And they did a little bit of twine behind. I changed it up and just did a bow. And I think they had it across the middle with the twine. I put mine down a little bit and I just tied a bow instead of doing the twine behind. I mean, I guess I can try the twine behind again. Not my favorite thing to do, but we'll do it. And I'm just gonna go back and forth and do a couple loops. Like, see, that's why I don't do it. Not so good at it. Just like that. And let me just cut it. You can change the cards up any way you like and do them however you would like to. Okay, and that's it. A little bit messy, but I think okay with the loops. Okay, see, not a fan, like the bow better. Okay, but super easy, right? Super easy card to make. I think it's super pretty. I love the colors together. I wouldn't have thought Petal Pink with the Old Olive, but I like it. I think it looks good together. Okay, now let's do the other card. And this has a really pretty background. It's just got a polka dot background. All right. And this one too is super easy. We're doing the same thing with the background, but on this one, we're only doing the flowers. We're not doing the leaves or anything else. So let me get a little piece of paper for backdrop because we're going to go off the page with this one. All right. I think my ink pad's full of ink, which is why I keep getting the ink on my fingers. It's not. Wow, that one was way off. Again, that's okay though. Hold on. Trying to get the orientation right on this one. And that's not it. That might be it right there. Okay, couple more. These are more of a challenge here. And this one. And one more with just the 2 little bunny ears. Okay. Again, very pretty the way it comes out. I like it. All right, sending lots of hugs is the sentiment we're going to use for this one. Okay, this gets popped up first. I can't believe how blue my fingers are. That's crazy. I'm gonna need a second baby wipe because, hold on. I can't go on with all this blue all over. All right, and we're just gonna put this right kind of to the side. This one is gonna be oriented this way. So we're gonna put this one here. And then we're going to layer the other sentiment right on top of it. And again, put a little bit of the twine. And I did their little loopy thing on this one. So I think on the one that I'm doing now, I'm going to do a bow and see if I like that better. All right. That right like that. Then we're going to pop the whole thing up onto the card base. I like these little strips. They're fun. They're super easy. They're good. This is not something you can get outside of the kit, so that's fun. I like that they're super skinny. These would be really good for doing shaker cards, right? Because they'd be really flexible for making circles or whatever other shape you want to do. All right, like this. I'm just going to do a little bit of a bow then. Put this aside. Okay, I'm just going to stick the bow in there with a little bit of a glue dot. Pinch that so it's not showing as much. And let's see, where do I want it? I think right here. I don't know if I like that or not. The one thing with twine is it gets real, I don't know, what would you say, wrinkly or curvy? I don't know. I'm not sure about the bow. But anyway, that's the paper and stuff that you can make the cards with for this one. I think on this one I like the loop better than the bow. You could also just like wrap it around and tie a bow or something, or wrap it around this way and tie a bow. That would be nice too. Okay, so those are the cards you can make with the kit. So let's say you've made your 8 cards, you're done with that. You know, but now you know, make alternatives. You can still make other cards with the kit because you want to use the stamp pads, right? So this is a card that I just made with the stamps. Here's the flowers and the leaves. So this is the card we're going to make as an alternative. And I've got it pre-cut. So I used Petal Pink for this and standard card base. I have this for stamping. I have this piece of Petal Pink 5 1/4 by 4, and I ran it through one of the embossing folders that's in the online exclusive. It comes with a set of 3, and this is one of them. This one's really fun, and I think these are going to be available again soon. I know they sold out for a little bit, but you should be able to get them again soon. And I don't know what you call this, like almost a crosshatch or something type, but I think it's just a nice kind of a neutral background. Goes with everything for the base of the card. So let's put this layer on. So the other ones in that set, let's see. I think there's a polka dot one. Do I have it handy? Oh yeah, this one. Hold on. Let me see if I have it right here by me. I do. It's a set of 3. Here's the other 2. One is the dots, and then the other one is this pretty kind of starish, flowerish type one. So that comes in a set of 3. So I think those are nice to have. Okay, so we've got our first layer of the card right like that. And then I have these layers. I have just regular cardstock. I took Old Olive cardstock, and let me see what size that one is. I wrote them down. Old Olive, so this is 4 1/4 by 2 7/8, and then the basic white is 3 7/8 by 2 5/8. I know that's really random numbers, right? That's just what I came up with when I was creating it. So, yeah, that's what I think when I was creating. I was playing with the scallop first and not sure if I wanted to use a scallop or not. And this is the size that goes on the inside of the scallop. So that's why I started with this weird size, right? And then I just decided I wanted a green instead. The other thing is, this was another piece from the kit. You can see here's the other one we did. And this one I cut down because it had a corner that was bent and I didn't want to use it. So I cut it down to that size so I could, if I wanted to, put it inside the scalloped border to match like that. Okay, so that's why I have random sizes of that. All right. So for the stamping, again, I this time I used Memento because I was going to color. All right. So I took the Memento and I took the flower stamp and I just did 2 flowers, 1, 2 in Memento. I did 3 sets of leaves, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and that's all I did. Now I did Nobody Gets Me Like You Get Me on this piece of cardstock. And I just stamped it right about here. Let's see if I can do it straight. Okay. All right, then, because I stamped with a Memento, I'm going to go ahead and color with some blends. And what I used for this was the Petal Pink blends. I used a light Calypso Coral, and then I used the Old Olive blends. So I'm just going to start with the dark. And I'm going to leave some white too, so I'm just kind of doing real messy with the dark Petal Pink first. And then I'm going to add some light, and I'm still going to leave some white inside these flowers. Just like that. And then I'm going to use a little bit of Calypso Coral for the inside of the flower. Nice and easy, fast coloring. And just kind of make some circles and make the inside a little bit darker. Okay. I'm going to use the Old Olive, light and dark, for the leaves. And I'm just going to kind of go up the middle with my dark. And then just kind of blend it in a little bit with the light. This one, I'm not leaving a whole bunch of white on the leaves, okay? I'm better off with the brush tip on this, I think. It's a little bit faster. Okay. So I finished coloring these. Let me blend that in a little bit. So you can use these stamps even after your paper pumpkin supplies are gone. You can just keep using them and making other things. So no dies. What I did then was fussy cut these out. Nice and easy. These are nice, quick, easy shapes to cut out. So I have those pieces right here. The 2 flowers and the 3 sets of leaves. All right, so I'm going to take this to start with and just put this down right here. Then I'm going to take some of the Petal Pink. This might be my new favorite ribbon pair. I love this pink ribbon. It has a nice sheen to it, and it's almost like Petal Pink and white striped. It's just really nice ribbon. And it goes perfectly. So we're just going to tie a bow with that. I finally got my order. So I placed a few orders already, but the one that I placed on the 9th, I got today. So I'm excited because now I finally have the rest of my blends that I can organize, and a couple of the new bundles so I can start making some other card sets. I'm thinking of using the monkeys. There's a really cute monkey set for next week. So that's probably what I'm going to do for that, for next Tuesday's live. I can't wait to start playing with that stuff. I've seen some really cute cards made with those things already. Okay, this seems a little bit loose, so I'm just going to stick a glue dot under here to kind of hold my bow in place. So let me grab one of those. I could retie it and make it a little bit tighter if I wanted to, but I'm just going to put a glue dot down to kind of hold it in place there. Okay, then I'm going to pop everything up. Flowers, leaves, and just place them. I placed them a little bit apart on the card. I didn't want them right on top of each other because that was kind of the style of the set, was to have everything kind of apart. So I kind of stuck with that. All right, so let's start by putting our 2 flowers down. And we'll put one, I think, right about here. And another one maybe up here. And then we'll put some leaves down. I don't like the way that one's sitting. Let me move it a little bit more this way. Okay. Then I've got a little room more for that. One right here. And then we'll put one kind of coming off down here. Okay, then I'm going to add some sequins. Hold on, let me get rid of this first. And let's pop this up. And then I'm just going to add. So the sequins that I'm using, we used around Valentine's Day, and they are pink, blue, and gold. So, and you can see it's a little bit messy. I've used the heck out of here. I've got a couple packages stuffed in here that I've cut up and used. So let's see if we can find some pink ones. And I thought those looked really pretty. So this, if you remember, these sequins come in big and small. So I'm going to grab a couple of the big ones. So we'll put one here. And I probably didn't leave much room. I'm going to kind of change it up a little bit. Here's another small one. We'll put one there. And I have another package of these, but I haven't opened it up yet because I kind of want to use these up first. And maybe like that. Okay. So there's a nice alternative card you can make with the set. So really great value, I think, for that set. Okay. So this was a pretty fast night tonight, right? We did it pretty quickly, got it all done. Still made our 4 different cards. So let me just bring back what we did. We did our in color cards right here. And then we started with our kit cards and did our Forever Friends cards. Sending lots of hugs. So pretty quickly, we made 4 cards pretty easily, right? And I think they're pretty fun. All right, so next week we'll have something. Oh, thanks, Lois. She says she likes my card the best. That's very nice. Yeah, excited. Next Tuesday's the big day for new catalog. I can't wait. And we'll start getting into some really fun projects with the new catalog starting next week. So you guys have a really good week. Thank you so very much for joining me. And I'll see you next week. All right. Bye, everybody.